icon series.
Morning, children. So, as we have completed the previous lesson in the last class, today we are going to start with a new lesson. And this is about a very famous person who can be or who is actually the hero of a lot of people. So, whom do we consider as a hero, as a role model? Yeah, someone who has made such kind of an impact in our life, isn't it? Huh? Someone who has made such kind of an impact. So this man is such a great person that he has inspired, he has influenced thousands and thousands of people, right? And now in this lesson, actually, we are going to learn about this great personality through a boy called Arjun. So Arjun is a boy like you people. Okay? A boy like you people. And he is studying in a school. And in this school, he is actually going to learn about this particular person. And through Arjun, we are going to learn about this person. Okay? So it was one fine morning. Arjun got himself ready to go to the school. And as he went down the road, he heard the school bell ringing. Then he felt as if the school bell is welcoming him. Come on, guys. Come on, children. Let us start to, learn things. So he was so happy, so enthusiastic to go to the school and learn new things. So he rushed to the school, he closed the gate, the other students were standing there. They welcomed him, they wished each other good morning, good morning. Then he went to the class, he sat in his corner where he usually sits. He sat there, he was getting thrilled because they are going to learn new things. Every day in our class, we learn something or other new, isn't it? Huh? Yes, what we have learned yesterday, beyond that, we learn every day something new. Right? So Arjun was in that happiness that today we are going to learn something new. Right? So Arjun was actually a poor boy. And he had started to come to school after a gap. Okay? So earlier he lived with his father, mother and all. But unfortunately, he lost his father. Okay? He lost his father. And his mother, who was actually a housewife, a homemaker, she couldn't find any job also with which she can teach this boy, to educate this boy. So what did they do? They left the city and they came to the village. And she used to do some kinds of farming. Okay, she worked as a farm laborer. Okay, so along with the other people, she also will go and work in somebody's farm and she will get some money. And with that also, it was quite impossible to educate her son and all. So at that time, Arjun actually wanted to become a police officer. Arjun also was not a bad boy. He was a very good boy. He was a very studious boy. Studious means, very much interested in studying. He was a studious boy. And he wanted to become a police officer. But he couldn't continue his education, no? So his, his dream of becoming a police officer was shattered. Shattered means destroyed. So he was of a belief that never ever I will become a police officer. Because if you want to get some job, you should get some education, isn't it? You should be educated. Without education, who the hell is going to give you some job? Nobody, right? So he was quite disturbed. At that time, what happened was that there was an industrialist. Industrialist means a person who owns a lot of industries, like Tata or Ambani. Okay, they are industrialists, means they have so many industries of their own, right? So, an industrialist set up a school in that village. He set up a school in that village because he had a lot of money, and he offered free education for these kinds of children who wanted to study but who couldn't go to school. Okay, so there came an industrialist, and this industrialist actually set up a school in that village, and he offered free education. Means the students need not to pay any kind of fees as far as the education is concerned, the school is concerned. Okay, so Arjun became very happy because now, his mother need not worry about his education because there is a school where they can get a free education, good education. His mother also got a job there as an attendant, a helper, right? So she also started to get some good salary, and he also started to get a good education. So they were very happy. So just because of this reason, he lost his father. They came to the village, and then this industrialist had to establish the school. So there has a gap. Arjun discontinued his education because of these issues. So after that, now he has started to go to school again. Okay, so already he was very studious. He was very much interested in attending the classes, learning new things, and achieving his dream. What is his dream? It's to become a police officer, right? So somehow he got a chance to continue his education, and he was quite happy, right? So he went into the school, he went to the classroom, and he sat there where he usually sat. Teacher came in. All the students stood up and wished good morning, ma'am or miss or teacher. Teacher also wished them back, good morning, children, please take your seat. Yeah, all the children got settled. And now, what happens? Yes, they have to start the class. So, teacher called Arjun and asked, Arjun, can you read the lesson for us once? So, in their textbook, they have this lesson about this great person. And the teacher asked Arjun to read that lesson aloud. He said, yes, ma'am. He accepted it and he started to read the lesson aloud. And that lesson was about a very famous person, and his name is Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. Whom was the lesson about? It was about Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. So we might have heard this name, no? Dr. Abdul Kalam, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. Okay. So what do you know about him? What do you know about Dr. Abdul Kalam? Yeah, we know him basically as a scientist, as a president. He was the president of India also, right? So this lesson was more about the details of Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, right? It was more about the details about his childhood, about his education, how he achieved each and everything in his life. Okay, the lesson was about all these details of Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, right? So he started to read. So the lesson started with the full name of Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. The lesson started with the full name of Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. And what is his full name? Abul Pakir Jainul Abdin Abdul Kalam. So what is his name? Abul Pakir Jainulabdin Abdul Kalam. Okay? Abul Pakir Jainulabdin Abdul Kalam is the full name of Dr. APJ, means Abul Pakir Jainulabdin Abdul Kalam. Okay? So we know him as a scientist, we know him as a President of India, right? Now, he was born on 15th October. So he was born on 15th October 1931. See, India got freedom in the year 1947, isn't it? Yes, he was born even before that. He was born even before India got a freedom. So, as a small child, he has seen the struggle of India during the freedom struggle. Okay? Yes. So, Abul Pakir Jainulabdin Abdul Kalam, or simply we call him Abdul Kalam, was born on 15th October 1931 in a small island near Tamil Nadu. We know, if this is the peninsular region of India, we have Sri Lanka here, isn't it? Yes, from Tamil Nadu, there is an island here that is called Rameshwaram. Okay, which is actually a part of the epic bridge that Lord Rama has constructed. Yes, to reach Lanka, to do the war with Ravana. Okay. So there is a small island on the eastern coast of Tamil Nadu, on the eastern coast of Tamil Nadu, and it is called Rameshwaram. Okay, a small island. Island means what? Yeah, a land which has got a water on all four sides. Right? Island is a land which has got a water on all four sides. Okay. So Rameshwaram is an island which lies on the eastern coast. Eastern coast means where? Yeah, on the coast of Odisha, Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu. That is the eastern coast. Right? Then it's in Bay of Bengal. It's in Bay of Bengal. Okay. So this region, there is a small island called Rameshwaram. Dr. Abdul Kalam was born on 15th October 1931 in this island of Rameshwaram. His father was Jainul Abidin. His father was Jainul Abidin, and he was a boat owner. Boat owner means, yes, it's an island. No? It is an island. And from the island, if the people have to travel to the mainland, they need boats. Isn't it? Yes. So, and again, they used to go to the sea for catching fish and all. So, and Rameshwaram is a famous pilgrim center also, because there is a very famous temple there in Rameshwaram. Okay. There's a very famous temple there in Rameshwaram. So, a lot of people used to go there to visit the temple. Okay. So, these people from the mainland has to reach the island. Okay. All the people who had to go to this temple had to reach the mainland there, and from there they need to reach the island. How can they reach? There was no road, isn't it? There was no road. So, they used to use these boats. Right? So, his father, Jainul Abidin, was a boat owner, and his mother, his mother's name was Aishamma. Okay. His mother's name was Aishamma, and she was a housewife. Housewife means what? Yeah, so she never had any professional job or something like that, but she used to take care of the household activities at home.